Hey Joel, how you doing? All right, so I've got your work up here, and I want to let me see here what we have. Okay, so we do have the JPEG and the. Oh, how you doing? All right, so I've got your work up here. I was reading your writing. Everything's making really good sense. Excellent. So glad to see you reformatted. Now we can really get down to the meat of the matter. So I've got your banner ad up here. Now let's go ahead and take a look. I think the main thing that I'm seeing in both the banner I'm sorry, the magazine ad and the banner is the alignment is really a little cause. I think the alignment issues are causing a lot of visual stress. In graphic design, everything should always align with something. Okay, and that's a basic kind of a basic premise for a single page composition. So right now we've got this kind of unusual kind of big space right here. This creates this big negative space right here. That's I think it's really, let me show you what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a series of shapes that are caused by the alignment that we have here. So we have this rectangle over here. Then we have this big rectangle over here. Then we have this big square right here. And these are problematic. And then you've got the address right aligned. Okay, then we shoot over to now we've got this kind of weird negative area right here. We got this kind of weird kind of shape right here. And I think that this all points to alignment. I think there's some things we can do that really bring the page mechanics together in this ad. So let's start with the magazine ad, which I kind of have a feeling the reason that you staggered the subhead for the banner is because you were forced to do that in the magazine ad. And I don't think you have to do that. I really don't. Let me tell you what I'm seeing. Okay, first, I think the type is too large. The headline and subhead. I would reduce that a little bit. Watch my cursor. So headline right here, let your words float away. Right here, about like that. And then an exclusive adventure destination. It's I think right now it's too close. Right now you're encroaching on the baseline of the headline, so you want to pull that away from the headline a little bit. So it happens to conveniently fit in between the descenders for the two lowercase y's, but that's okay. It seems forced and it seems really congested. So I recommend left aligning all of your type. Okay, so here's your headline right here. Yeah, that margin is good right there. So here's your headline right here. Then your subhead underneath that. Reduce the size of both a little bit. Then your body copy, left aligned, same thing. And don't forget that big stagger right there. You may consider reducing the width of the text box, but once you get that in there, left aligned, so the text box would be something like this. Okay, that takes care of your type. Then what I would do is this: is I would take this actual logo, and I would just bring it right down here. And then I would take this address, leave it right where it's at, and left align it. Okay, then logo down here. And so you've got a beautiful left margin going through the entire piece. It's going to help guide the eye through instead of having this. These are called saccadic movements. And there's when the eye jumps around in a composition. So we have from here to here, then back to here, then back over here, then down over here, then over here, and this kind of center thing. So we want to do this. We want to enter to here and then just work our way neatly down the page by establishing that solid left margin. Okay? Then we follow that principles and we come over to the web banner ad. What I want to do here in the web banner ad, I think, is again, I think the type is too large. And I also think this is really causing a lot of problems because this is really based on the turtle and the masked image. This kind of weird shape right here. It's the only area. Watch my cursor. This is the only area you can put your type in. So that's a problem because it appears like it is forced in there. So let's do this. Let's reduce the size of this. See my cursor? Let's reduce the size of that. Make that a little guy, okay? Then we'll take the headline subhead, left align it. Watch my cursor, something like this. Okay. Then, since this is reduced, you're just going to open up this area right here. What we're going to do is take that headline, just move it down just a little bit. You might be over the turtle. That's okay. That's perfectly fine. It might entail having to change the type color to white, which is perfectly fine. Try it, see what you think. And then over here, instead of this 4 lines here, it says one-of-a-kind scuba experience, free. What does that say? Free with booking 4 nights. Why don't we just say free scuba experience with 4 nights with 4-night booking or something like that? One liner right here. And just animate it in, animate it out. And that is going to really clean things up quite a bit. Just a little bit of alignment here, Joel. You'll see a huge difference. You'll see just a wonderful inviting feel and look as opposed to this. And remember that term, saccadic movements, okay? It means that when the eye jumps around, when the viewer is forced to jump around the magazine. Let me give you an example. First thing we're going to look at here is this, okay? Because anytime there's anything with a face or eyes, whether it be animal or human, that's where the eye is drawn first. Sorry, my dog's down there. Sorry about that. Very distracting and annoying, I know. Pretty obnoxious. Anyway, hold on one sec. So saccadic movements, right? So anytime there's a animal or a human in a composition, that's where our eye goes, especially if there's eyes. So the first place we're going to look is right here. Turtle's face. 10 times out of 10, 10 people out of 10 are going to look right there first. Then they're going to move down here. Right? Then they're going to come up here. So watch my cursor. This is what ends up happening. Okay, so we look here, 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 then here. Okay? Now with good alignment, we'd do this. We'd go here, here, then up here, then right down the line. Okay, so you can see it's just much less eye movement jumping around. It's much more comfortable for the viewer. Okay, so those are my recommendations, Joel. Great start, fantastic. At this point, I, of course, want to say if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or you need any clarifications whatsoever, please let me know. I'll be glad to provide anything that you need in that regard. Just let me know. All right. Okay, really, really good work so far, Joel. Thank you very much.